Hello, my fellow people. This is an episode of Daphney Spivey's Real Talk Unlimited. I wanted to talk about a mother's love. That is my topic of today. Yesterday was Mother's Day, and it will be a year without my mom. Well, no, I scratched that. This is the second Mother's Day without her. But it's been a year since she's been gone. I hate I hate to feel like this because my emotions is running and I'm struggling with it. I chose that topic of mother's love and her picture on there because that is my beautiful mother. Her name is Ethel May Spivey. Been married to my dad for 42 years. Hopefully I said that right. Because that's how long they actually been together. I wanted to talk about her because she influenced me in a big way. I was lucky and fortunate to have her in my life. She's the best mother in the world, and everybody around her loves her as well. She had a big impact on everybody's life. She took everybody in as their kids because she was that type of mother, you know. You didn't have to really be her son or her daughter. She just treated you like one, and that was it. If you were a positive influence on her kid's life and she sees it, she's going to definitely welcome you with open arms. I was able to have my son experience the time that he did spend with his grandparents because all the other grandkids had that time. I felt like my son was kind of robbed of it. I know it seems selfish, but that's what it is. I was fortunate because they got to see him at the age he was now before they passed. I think 3 years old, yeah. And he still remembers his grandma and grandpa. He always, because they were always with him. And I did that so they can have those many moments with them. And I'm glad I did. They never treated their grandkids any different. Or, I love this one better than this one. And no, it was never like that. And I don't want my son to be affiliated with that. I wanted him to get the same love and nurture like everybody else. It's nobody different. Nobody is better than anybody. You know, that's how I was feeling. But, she taught me a whole lot that I was too stubborn to listen to. Sometimes her words can be forceful. Sometimes it could be dominating, only how she speaks of it. But it was because she wanted better for her kids. She wanted us to live a healthy life and be good and be strong, independent women that she was. She still is. She's smiling at me and she's smiling at my sisters and brothers. I'm glad I was able to see her. One last time, and I had that emotional talk with her while she was laying there. I'm sorry. And I showed her a picture of her grandson. Because he loved her so much and he loved his grandpa. I definitely didn't want him to see his grandmother like that because he was too young. All their other grandkids is grown younger. They have younger ones, but still, he was the youngest, so I didn't want him to experience seeing her like that in that state. But I'm glad I was able to gave her my final word because I already knew it was time. But I didn't know it was so soon. I was the last person to see her before she drifted in that good night. And I would never forget that. That's what people don't understand. I have so much to think about when I saw her last. I was going through a lot, man, of emotions. Me being the youngest of four, I don't know, when you're the baby of the family, you just feel like I was never being paid attention to. But you know what? She paid attention to me. She never lost track of her kids. She never lost track of us at all. And she was smiling. But I knew that God needed her. She didn't even need to suffer anymore. But she was so strong at it. I'm sorry. Excuse the noise. But every time I try to do a little podcasting, it's always some interruptions. And it's messing up my feedback. But anyway, I just wanted to touch bases on y'all. Just saying to just be there for your mothers, man. Cherish them while they're still here. Or if y'all going through the same thing that I'm going through as far as a mother, because there's nothing like a mother's love, man. The mother love is so strong. It's nurturing. She nurtured all of us. She had a big influence on all our lives, really. And she always tell me, Daphney, stop being so angry. And she saw I was an angry kid, yeah. I think I changed a lot because I was an angry kid. I was getting in fights and things like that in school sometimes, and she's always tell me, Daphney, stop getting mad at the little things. Stop letting little people upset you. Stop letting nothings upset you. That's what she called people that, So, sorry about that again, guys. So don't let that exclude from what I'm talking about. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that moms are most precious gift of all. I'm proud to become a mother. I never thought I would be. But it's a great feeling. And my mom, she helped me out a lot being a first-time mother. And not like I was inexperienced or anything, because I was there. I took care of my nephews and nieces when they were young, so I knew more about parenthood than people thought I didn't, because I didn't have a kid. Technically, I did have kids. I raised other people's kids. But my mom just taught me the ways to become a better mother, and she just gave me that advice, And excuse me. And I just wanted to say that I love you, Mom, and I miss you. You are a phenomenal woman. That you are. Your words were always tough, but it was a meaning to it. You never let us feel like we were disrespected. You only told us what we needed to hear. No, I was glad to actually come to you when I had a problem. Because you always say, don't keep anything bottled up. You have to release it. And she always tell me to live my life and just conquer the world. She says, see the world. And she always told me that. And I was very, very lucky she got to meet the man in my life that changed me in the ways that she didn't see at first, because I was hurt the last time, but she wanted to make sure that that man was there for her daughter. That's in her mind. She was that protective. So, she took him in as her son. The more she got to know him, the more she talked to him, she knew he was his own person. She still never judged him. because everybody shouldn't be judged for what. So she welcomed him with open arms, and she saw that he was there. Sometimes she'll crack jokes or, poke fun at him sometimes, but that's only because she loved him deep down. Her and my dad, they treated him like family because he is. So I was very lucky that they got to experience that with me. They always wanted to see me and my sisters and brothers happy with whoever. It wasn't that, I liked him, or I didn't like, I don't like her, man, or, I didn't like, I like her, man, but I don't like her, man. That I don't look at that at all. It is what it is. My mom took them in as their son-in-law, and she always looked at him like that, so, because he always said that she was a major impact in his life. Nobody knows that, since everybody wants to judge, but they know. All I just want to say is y'all cherish y'all mothers, man. Y'all be there for them. Because when they need you, you have to be there. It's too late for regrets. And I was lucky. I was there for them when I could. I'm just saying, like, I don't expect anybody to understand, but my mom saw something in me, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. She saw I can do this in, like, TV and radio, and she said, you should be a comedian, because I like to crack jokes. And then one minute she said, you should be an actress, because you always recite the lines to episodes of a movie or a show, things like that. Like, she throws that in my mind, and I never thought that she saw that in me. She always saw me as a singer, because when I was little, she used to walk in on me when I had, like, a stick in my hand, like it was a microphone, and I had some kind of thing on my head to make it look like I had hair, like I was just this magnificent diva, and she was just always catching me in that moment, and she said, well, my baby can sing. So I just try to accomplish what I can, because I was fear of failure, and my mom told me to pick myself back up and fight for me and my family. She saw that, and she's kept encouraging me, so I definitely give her recognition for being that strong, powerful mom that loves her kids unconditionally and don't want to see anything happen to them. And I was glad we made her proud. So like I said, y'all love your mothers, man. Whatever y'all go through, mothers and daughters or sons go through things, but one thing is for sure, you get one mother in your life. So cherish her before it's too late. Please, because the mother's love is so strong and it's so pure. You need that. I'm lucky to say that she did that for us. She gave us that pure love and that warm security. I miss you, Mom, and I love you so much. And as I continue to do my podcast, whatever I decide to do in my life, I'm going to keep pushing it and keep pushing it. And I'm going to make you proud of me. Because you were my support system, like my dad was. You are definitely my support system, and I appreciate you. That's why I say everybody appreciate your mothers, man, because, she was there for everybody, too. My mom was just everywhere. She was just there for everybody. I was just lucky to have those moments with her as well. And the more I think about it, I think about all the great times that we always had when it was just me and her, too. And, I love her. I'll never forget her because she's such a wonderful, phenomenal woman. I ain't gonna never forget my mother. That's the kind of person she was. So, y'all, until next time, I'm gonna close this out because I'm getting a little bit too emotional talking about it. But just cherish our moms, man, throughout her days of living, because the next day is not promised. I'll see y'all next time.